Sorry, that's my dove. Rubbing alcohol. Make sure it doesn't remove your ink. My last ruler, oh God. All right, be careful with it. Gently wipe areas that I may want to stick that. It's wiping my paint off. Ooh, it's dirty. A quick run through. Oh, what? Good enough. I'm just replacing these sticky dots that I had on here, and they're like, I don't know, a good 1/8 of an inch thick. Very distractive, didn't work very well. So I ordered these things. Are called Handi Grip, and they are a clear sandpaper, I guess I would call it, but you can actually see through your marks and stuff. So the other ones were clear, but they were just thick, so you couldn't get the ruler to lay exactly how you wanted. And I got these little round sandpaper dots, and when you stuck those on, they blocked, like you couldn't really see through them. I mean, of course you can judge it, but this is just a little bit cooler because you can kind of see everything. But I do cut these. They come in big strips like this, and I just cut them to fit where I want. Okay, so these ones are going to get cut into strips, and then we'll put them on the ruler so that when I press, I'll put these where I like to press. So I'll kind of, you know, figure it out that way. But these and these I'll cut into 1/4 inch strips. So these are 1 inch. I do have a scissors marked specifically for that, so I don't keep grabbing these for other things. Because once you cut this, your scissors will be not good anymore. Okay, so I just kind of look here and then eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect, because like I said, these are clear. Even the little speckle things on here, you can kind of see through them. So it works really good. And then we're going to cut down the middle, roughly. As you can hear, the scissors is just, it's getting trashed. It's not going to be good for anything. Sorry, that's still my dove acting up in there. This might cut a little thick, so I might just trim a little bit off of there. But, you know, you can do that after, and I'll show you what I do to kind of clean that up. This one's got a thick, you can see it's a little bit longer than it should be. I'm just going to cut these all. Once you do this, make sure that you use your lint roller on your board just to pick up any of these little things that fall off of here. It's not many, but they're quite gritty, and you wouldn't want your rotary cutter to have to run over one of these. That would kill it for sure. I guess I could have put something over this. Whatever, this is good. I'm gonna cut. I do have real chunky nail design on, so I do need to actually use a tweezer to help me peel this back, because my nails are like super thick. So I just decided I like to do these strips first, the long ones, and I place them on the back edges here, real close to the ends, okay? Since the ruler's a little shorter, I'll maybe go 1 inch. Some of them I'll go 2 or 3 inches back, and then stick this down so that when I press down, it'll be right in that area that I'm pressing. Just peel this off. As you can see, this is clear, so it works really nice. So yeah, I think I like go right on the edge, and then I line it up with the black line on my ruler, and then later we'll go through and trim this off with an X-Acto knife, like so. I think I picked these things up on Blueprint with my last order. They do have some real good deals on like quilting stuff every now and then. I think I had a 40% off coupon, so I got that, and I got a bunch of batting that was like super cheap with that deal. So always look at them if you've never shopped them. They got good stuff. So just line that up, like I said, with the black part. Usually I don't do the ends here. I don't know why. You can, if you'd like, do the whole ruler, but I like to have grips like where I press, as I said before. So we just pick this, just a little half-size one. Cut it in half, cut it into strips, or vice versa. Strips first, then in half. And then these I like to go. All right, so we'll press. Just trying to see where I want this to grip. So maybe we'll go up about 3 inches. This ruler's old, so there's no marking going through. So that's unfortunate here. So we'll just go back one. That's about middle there. And I'll put, depending on the length of the ruler, 2 or 3 of those, maybe 4. I have a 2-footer around here somewhere that I put lots of these down it, and that way I'll know that wherever I need to press, it's covered. Because you kind of need to press this down for it to work really good. But, you know, these are probably the best that I've found without having to go out and buy all new rulers. I do like Creative Grids rulers. Should be a one. These little guys, it's already in, like it's the plastic that's making the bumps, so they do good, and all of their rulers have that. They have it around the full edge, and then they've got dots so that it doesn't obscure your vision. So I do prefer those, but they're quite expensive, so just taking my old rulers and kind of giving them an update with this. Like I said, it's very easy to do. I did about 3 inches. Maybe we'll go up another 3 and lay another one. And I'm going to do that to the full ruler, okay? And then that way it'll hold everything. So just to try it out, let's grab a towel here, I don't know. But usually if you have it, you'll press and it's kind of slidey. On any material, it'll do that. But if you have these grippers, it like holds it like you cannot move this thing. So it's just pretty cool the way that, I mean, just instantly you have a much better hold of everything and a much better grip. So if you haven't tried these ones, they're the best ones that I've used that I can find. There's some on like Amazon that are clear little discs. I've tried those and they're not as good as this. This long strip seems to hold much better. So if you can get your hands on some of these Handi Grips, they work so good. I really like it. So this ruler, I don't know, it's probably 100 years old, and this just improves it like 100%. So give that a shot if you have old rulers that you're not ready to replace yet, because this one's going to be around a while. Got paint on it, all kinds of junk, but it's still held up all these years. The only thing I didn't like is the slidiness of it. So this just works so much better. It's really good. Okay, so I just moved the camera a little bit closer and I stuck most of these down so that you wouldn't have to sit through all of that. Just gonna peel this last one up. Nails, I tell ya. Oh my goodness. There we go. Come on, dude. I make you sit through this anyway. Try it somewhere else. All right. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. There we go. Wow. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna stick this. Okay, maybe somewhere in here. Like I said, this ruler doesn't have lines. It's pretty old, and I guess I didn't think you needed lines going that way for whatever reason. All right, so they're all stuck down. As you can see, it makes it look, you know, you can still see through the lines and stuff. It's just got those little balls that are like in there, so it's still going to be pretty accurate when you put this down. It's just getting used to where they're placed. So I try to place them in similar spots so that no matter how I have this, it's, you know, I'm not confused by the line or whatever, or, you know, she got that muscle memory or whatever, so that if it's a 1/4 inch away for each of them, then that'll make a little bit more sense in my brain over time. I don't know. Anyway, so these edges, you can kind of feel where they're still, you know, not perfectly placed because they're slightly uneven. I didn't measure them or cut them with any type of precision. So I lined them all up with the black lines. I don't know if you can see, but like right butted up against there. So a little bit is hanging over where I didn't cut it perfectly straight. So you just need a X-Acto knife, and you're gonna need to change this blade out after you do this because it's gonna, you know, scar up your blade. But you'll see some hanging, and I just take it kind of straight here, and then I'll go over this edge so that it's cutting just that little bit off of there. So you can see how much I got, and then this becomes a smooth line, okay? Hold it at an angle, it'll cut a little bit sharper there, and you get everything off of there. And then you don't detect that at all. It just feels real nice and smooth. So I do that to all of the edges that I put a piece of tape on. I'm not gentle with it, just go for it. Your ruler will survive this. It's used to being like hacked at with the rotary cutter. So this is negligible damage that you're doing to it, if any. So I'll go and do all of my edges. Ooh, this one's pretty good. Oh, maybe not. So you see those little things that are coming off? That's what you want to get out of there. And then when you do your rotary cutter over it, it's not going to bump into this and dull your rotary cutter in one little spot, because you know once that happens, when you're going through and cutting your fabric, there's always that one little part that is like not accurate and it won't cut it. So I'll just go through and just clean this edge up. If you hear any of that scratchiness, that's just those little things being sliced off through the tape. The tape is very strong. It sticks really well, almost instant, but you do have a little bit of, you know, a couple moments to like place it where you want. And I just keep going through until I'm satisfied with it. If it sounds scratchy like that, then you know you got a little bit more to do. I'll angle it and then go for it, but that one's good. All right, so that ruler's done. I also did this one here. It's an Omni grid. I'm not a fan of these. I don't like that highlighted thing there. It's distractive to me. But since it's got the little gaps every now and then, I don't mind it, but you know, grabbed it before I knew what these creative grids ones were like. This one you can see through everything. It's got white and black markings on it so that you can see through these really nice. I really like those. So once these die, I'll switch over to that. But I like the length of this one. It's a 2-footer, and I've got a 3-foot by 2-foot board here, and that works perfect on it. So I really do like it. So that's how I do that, and I'll do that to all of my old rulers just to get them up to date. But this sandpaper thing from, it's called the Handi Grip from Handi Gadgets. Works really good. I think you'll like it if you try it. These little things that you have to clean up, you'll wreck your rotary cutter if you leave this mess down. So I do have this thing here, and then you just roll these little dots up, and this picks it up really nice. It's just what do you call these? A lint roller, I guess, but it'll pick up all of those little things that are on there, any little bit that you left, because you don't want to use the mat until you've cleaned up all of these things, and then you're golden. Okay, but that's how I do it. Easy. The pack probably cost me under $10 for this. There are cheaper things, but this one works really good. I really do like it.